This is going to be a reading for fixed signs. Fixed signs are Aquarius, Leo, could not think of that word, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Fixed signs are the signs that get things stable and bring lasting interest to whatever the ideal is or whatever it is that the cardinal signs have pushed out there to get going. What do we have for the fixed signs? What do we have for fixed signs? Release again. Gosh, this keeps on coming out, like literally. I'm like, is there something on it? Or this comes out, this has come out damn near, Pisces. I forgot what other reading it was. And now it's coming out again, right at the heart. So a lot of things need to be released for the collective. Maybe there's some things that have been pushed out that as the fixed signs you need to go over and pick the things that are bullshit and pick the things that should be lasting. So maybe you're releasing all of the negative or the things that, the ideas that aren't lasting, nostalgia, something about the past. I do feel like we have been in a nostalgic, like a pattern of nostalgia. Thinking about it's like, again, I keep saying it's like a loop. They got us in this loop. Release. Somebody's releasing something from the past, or they need to. Stagnant, something that's keeping you stagnant. Oh, and fall. Somebody might be doing this in the fall, releasing something elusive. Somebody's being secretive, or they're not making it easy for anyone to know what's going on in their plans or what they're releasing. Something is in my eye. Something is stagnant. You need to let it go. Something from the past is in your heart. Has to do with passion. Could be sex. These are the lower chakras and these are the higher chakras. Something is not, again, I was saying stuff that's not lasting, that doesn't have staying power, you're releasing it. Because you don't want to fall. You know, that's what I thought of immediately when I saw the card, like the fall. You don't want to fall. So you're going to, because things that don't have solid foundations, they fall, like the tower, And that's what we don't want. We're going to keep things that are going to last and have... that offer great foundations for us to build on for the future. So good. Just judgment. Wow. Something has been overbearing. Something it's been forcing you to be very strong. And judgment is being called on this thing. Maybe this nostalgia is something that happened to you. You know, he's holding on to this heart. Show you. You know, like, it's like anger. Anger over love, or anger over something in the past. There's judgment for this. Somebody needs to be able to let something go, release something, forgive something, but they can't because it's unjust. Somebody made them fight hard for something and be strong, and judgment is being called on something. So I feel like this is going to help you. Look, 8 of Swords in the reverse, stagnant. This is going to help you get out of this energy. Somebody is in their head because something isn't fair. You can't let it go. It's not fair. It hasn't been resolved. Somebody been sneaking around doing something. Somebody's a coward. Somebody's a snake. Someone isn't authentic. They're not really who they say they are. And it's being judged. Somebody did something to you, to your heart, caused you to have to be very strong and defend yourself. And they're being judged. The World in reverse. All my freaking, all my damn, fixed signs. That's what the hell I'm talking about. You're in reverse though. But that's because something isn't stable. You need to let go of something. There's some kind of ideals or something that the world has come up with, and your job is to go through it and sift out the things that don't have staying power, that aren't strong, that can't help fortify these pillars that you guys represent, these 4 pillars of the earth, this unmovable energy, this unshakable, strong energy. An energy that can sit in one place and still be strong. Not, you know, Aries is strong, or Cardinals are strong, but they're strong, you know, they need a break. These energies can sit and hold the weight, you know. And this is in reverse. Something is coming to and something is coming down. Fall. You know, that's what I was thinking of, the fall of, you know, something. But this could also be the fall in the, you know, the weather fall, the season, fall. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's a liar. Somebody's been lying and making things hard for you, and somebody is going to get judged for that. The World is in reverse. Yeah, it's been too many lies, giving me the witches. A bunch of witches and warlocks lying to where the world is in reverse. We don't know what right from wrong anymore. The 9 of Cups in the reverse. Stagnant because something is overdone. I keep saying that. Everybody thinks that their little scheme, their little scam is nothing, but it's 50 million people thinking that, you know? So it's like, Jesus. King of Swords. There was a Queen of Swords in reverse, and now there's a King of Swords. I feel like somebody's counterpart is going to come up against them. And you know, it might be a good thing. They might end up getting together that way. I don't know why I was thinking that. I never said that before, but I feel like a king is going to step up and be a man and check this feminine energy. And she's not going to be able to go against him because he's right. Period. He's right. And she's been less than honorable. King of Swords could be Aquarius. This King of Swords keeps on coming out. I'm telling you, I did fixed and I did mutable already, and he kept coming out. So yeah, I had to do it over because I was trying to put music in the background, but I barely speak up. It's like you barely freaking speak up. I gotta yell so everybody can hear me. So annoying. In my regular tone of voice, everyone's like, huh? But when I yell, everybody's like, stop yelling. And I have a mic, but I don't like it. I really don't. I have a couple of mics. I like the one that I clip on me better than I like my big one though. My little clip-on mics. I like those. I don't be wanting to use them though. What do we have? For the King of Swords. This King of Swords being judgment down. He's telling the truth about something, letting you know why things were so hard. Maybe you didn't even know why. Or maybe you do now and that's why it's coming out. This is a Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. We also have Scorpio here. And again, we have everybody else too. So we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is being siphoned of their energy. Yeah, damn. Eight of Coins in reverse of their mastery, their work, their creativity is being siphoned. And the Four of Wands. This could be a family, a home, people celebrating about doing this. It's being judged. Yeah, this could be people that you lived with. There's people celebrating this. People that live together. Could be a family. Could be family of yours. There's something coming out about this. There's a King of Swords that sees this shit and he's like, these people are scum of the earth. Page of Pentacles. This is somebody bringing in a message or somebody looking into something, studying something. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, somebody's getting caught stealing. Could be a tarot reader. Two of Pentacles. Somebody's juggling. They're already juggling because they know that they're about to get caught and they know that they're going through judgment. Somebody's money or health could be, acting funny. What's the Fall and Release and World in reverse? Yeah, somebody's been deceptive, lying, cheating, stealing. And they've been doing it with each other and celebrating and being happy and juggling. They probably screwing around with each other and all kind of stuff with your energy, because it feels so good. These people don't know nothing about no good feeling energy. The Ace of Wands. And the Five of Cups. Somebody is melancholy. The Empress in the reverse. Somebody that's not a real Empress. Somebody that is not creative. They can't create. They stealing from kids and younger energies to even have that kind of energy around them. Somebody's trying to get some energy. And they're not going to, because they can't defend themselves from something. Something's coming for this person this fall. They don't have a parachute or something. This Empress in reverse. This overbearing, obsessed female, obsessed with somebody else's energy. Justice in the reverse. Causing injustice. Excuse me. Ooh, and the Lovers. Yeah, this is something. This feminine energy right here is karmic. There's an injustice here. Somebody's trying to get some energy. Somebody's melancholy, and they're constantly trying to pull energy from younger people that are inspired by spirit, trying to take people's work. She's an Empress in reverse. She doesn't have her own ideas. She doesn't have her own energy, and she's probably sick. Someone can't have children, and they're a twin flame energy. This Empress in reverse is a witch. She's a twin flame energy. She's probably always looking for a man here with this Ace of Wands here, looking for another man, you know, another victim. With the Lovers in the upright, but this is the karmic Lovers card. And this came out in the other reading too, and I was saying, when have you ever seen two people naked in the garden that ever did anything right? With them being naked in the garden was the beginning of karma. God came down and said, what you doing naked? And they was like, oh, you know, and then that's when everything got cursed and they got kicked out the garden. They was sneaking and doing shit they wasn't supposed to be doing. That's the Lovers. And there's an injustice here, and I feel like this Empress is part of this Lovers. This is something that's got the whole world in reverse. Giving me Queen Elizabeth. Seven of Wands, somebody's defending themselves. They're standing in higher ground. This person that is melancholy. There's somebody here that's melancholy, but they're defending themselves. Somebody is doing too much. They've done too much, and now they're stagnant, and someone is defending themselves. It's a Tower coming. Page of Swords, somebody's watching, spying, lying. Two of Wands in the reverse, they don't have control. That's why they're watching, spying, lying, running their damn mouth, constantly talking about you. All they do is talk about you. They're obsessed because they're an Empress in reverse and they've been manifesting off of your energy. Could be a Taurus here. Hello, bulls. You're in reverse, but the Tower is Scorpio. Hey, Scorp. My Scorpios always show up for me. Always. That's all I see here. And then we have a King of Cups in the upright. I feel like somebody is going to start, again, we keep getting all these men in the upright. And there's been the shadow work card coming out a lot. I think that's what Pisces had gotten, that they had did so much great shadow work that they were calling in all these positive, these good men. This King of Cups and this King of Swords here, these are good men. I feel like a King of Swords is going to come blast somebody out, and then you're going to end up getting a lot of love from King of Cups type energy, especially with these cups being here in the reverse. Something is stagnant. Something isn't coming in until this Tower comes down. Because somebody's trying to control everything, and it's this Empress. And she's a karmic lover. She's a twin flame, a vampire, a witch. That's what she is. It's probably what she's always been, too. That's why it's so... It's like somebody is really doing the damn thing here. It's because that's really what they are, a witch. And they don't have their own life force, so they have to steal it from people. And get together in groups and stuff like that. Somebody is a stalker. They're stalking you and watching you. Watching everything you do, overdoing it. Overstalking you to where you have to defend yourself because you can feel this person stalking you because their energy is so nasty. You know their energy now. And that's what I have for you. Fixed signs is something here. It's going to come out and you're going to nip that shit. You're going to bring that tower down. Scorpio is going to come in and do what Scorpio does, okay? Scorpio's going to come in and be daddy. That's kind of sexy, Scorpio. It is definitely Scorpio that's coming in with something, though. Scorpio and Aquarius, King of Cups and the King of Swords. So I'm feeling healing too with Aquarian energy. Scorpio is going to bring the big shake up, and it's still giving me that, the shaking. And Aquarius is going to come in and blow that shit down. The stuff that isn't, the foundation isn't right. This needs to turn all the way. What is that? 180. I think that's 180. And that's what I have for you, fixed signs. I hope that this resonated. Somebody is very miserable. Somebody is depressed, maybe clinically depressed. And it's because of injustice that they've brought in on something. Somebody might be a Libra. That's what happens to Libras. When they don't do the right thing, you don't get love, and you become very depressed, like manic, because you represent balance. We also have Gemini here. Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, Aries, Libra, all the fixed signs. That's what I got, and I will see you next time. Peace.